Special joint meeting of the City Council, successor agency to the Redevelopment Agency, Public Finance Authority, Public Utility Authority, Housing Authority, Paris Joint Powers Authority, and the Paris Community Economic Development Corporation of the City of Paris. This Tuesday, July 12th, 2022, at 5:34 p.m. Madam Clerk, can we have a roll call?
Sure. Mayor Pro Tem Corona,
Here.
Councilmember Rabb,
Here.
Councilmember Rogers,
Here.
Councilmember Nava,
Here.
Mayor Vargas.
Present. Thank you. Okay, item 3 is our Pledge of Allegiance. Mayor Pro Tem, would you please lead us?
Sure, very ready to stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, it's not on the agenda, but we did have a closed session. Mr. Dunn, could you give us a report, please?
Thank you, Mayor. The council met in closed session to discuss the one item of potential litigation on the agenda, and no reportable action was taken tonight.
Thank you. Item 4 is our public comment. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
IT?
No, sir.
Very good. Move to item 5, which is our consent calendar. Consent calendar items are normally enacted in one motion. The mayor or city council may remove a consent calendar item for separate action. Public comment will be limited to 3 minutes. Is there any request to speak on this?
No, sir.
IT?
No, sir.
Okay, council, anybody have anything they want to pull or comments? If not, I'll entertain.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve by Councilwoman Rogers,
Second that? Oh, go ahead, David.
second by Council,
Oh, thank you. Second.
second by Councilman Rad. Please call a roll call vote.
Mayor Pro Tem Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Councilmember Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Item 6 is public hearings. 6A is consideration to adopt resolution number next in order, approving the final Community Development Block Grant, also known as Cdbg, action plan for fiscal year 2022 through 2023. The proposed resolution number next in order is entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Paris approving the final fiscal year 2022-23 action plan with proposed funding for the Community Development Block Grant Federal Entitlement Program." And this will be introduced by our Development of Housing Manager, Michelle Ogawa.
Hi, good evening, Mayor and Council. I would like to introduce Ms. Sarah Cortez de Pavon, our Principal Management Analyst in the Housing Division, to present on this item.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and City staff. The item before you today pertains to the annual action plan for the 2022-2023 CDBG program year. Next slide. On April 12th of this year, the City Council held a public meeting, a public hearing on the proposed recommended action items for the annual action plan pursuant to the Department of Housing and Urban Development regulations. On May 13th of this year, HUD did release our 2022 allocations, and the CDBG committee reconvened thereafter to adjust their preliminary recommendations based on the allocation that was provided by HUD for the upcoming fiscal year. On June 8th of this year, the city did publish a 30-day public hearing notice and comment period for its final recommendations. And this comment period has been fulfilled as of today, and the action plan is ready for adoption by the City Council. Next slide. Before you are the allocations that are final recommendations by the CDBG committee. The only adjustments that were made was for under public services. We did reduce the PEP program allocation to meet the 15% statutory limit of our allocation, as well as for the commercial facade improvement program under non-public service allocation. Our total allocation for this current fiscal year is $884,125. Next slide. Staff is recommending that City Council open the public hearing and take all public comments for this item, and to instruct staff to take the necessary action to submit the action plan in accordance with HUD requirements after it's been adopted. This concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Very good, thank you. Council, any questions for clarifications before I open up the public hearing? Looks like we're good to go. Okay, this time I'm going to open up the public hearing. Madam Clerk, do we have any comments from public?
No, sir.
IT?
Yes, sir. We have a Tammy Marine. Tammy, your mic is unmuted.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
My name is Tammy Marine. I'm the CEO of Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley, and I just thank you, Mayor, council members, and staff for having the opportunity to be here tonight. Habitat for Humanity has been working with you. This will be going on the 4th year with the home repair program. We obviously got off to a slow start because of COVID, but we're ramped up and we're excited about the work that we'll do collaboratively in Paris. So I thank you for your consideration tonight for funding for a 4th year. We also received this year money from Cal Home, which will allow us to do even more repair work in the city of Paris, including mobile home replacement. So these two programs working together will be really helpful, I believe, for the community at large. I wanted to make you aware that our program helps support low-income families. It's not limited to just seniors, and the demand we're seeing recently is off the charts. So last Friday, for example, we mailed out 14 applications to homeowners that were requesting our services. So we're really grateful for the opportunity to be able to help. We know through the homeownership repair program that what we're able to do is help individual families, but also to remediate blight. In some cases, improve the neighborhoods at large, and most importantly, preserve the housing stock at a time when affordable housing is indeed in a crisis. And so it's critical that we maintain the housing that we have. So I just wanted to extend a huge thank you for consideration for tonight's agenda item. And thank you for working with us for these past few years. I look forward to a partnership for many years to come. I really want to give a shout out to Sarah and her team who have been amazing to work with. And I just thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Tammy, for those nice comments. IT, anybody else?
Yes, sir. We have a Jessica Munoz.
Jessica, if you're on, you got 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mayor and council members. My name is Jessica Munoz, and I'm the Executive Director at Voices for Children. I am here to say thank you for your continued consideration of our request for CDBG funds. We understand that there are many worthwhile and important requests for the city to consider, and really appreciate that even as a first-time potential grantee are still included in the recommendations, even after an adjustment was necessary. As most of you know, we are the court-appointed special advocate, or CASA program for Riverside County. We serve children in Paris living in foster care by providing them with trained volunteer advocates to guide them through their time in the child welfare system. We have been fortunate to receive CDBG funds from several other municipalities in Riverside County, and are really excited at the prospect of partnering with the city of Paris to sustain or expand our services to the city's children in this way. I would just lastly echo the previous speaker's comments and extend our gratitude to Sarah and the staff who have guided us as first-time applicants at the city so kindly and patiently and thoroughly.
Thank you, Jessica. I all too appreciate your partnership with the city. It's very important with our foster care with our kids in the city. IT, are there any more?
Yes, sir. A1 Julia Birch.
Julia, if you're on, you got 3 minutes.
Good evening. My name is Julia Birch. I'm with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Inland Valley, and tonight I'm speaking on behalf of our Paris Clubhouse. Thank you, Mayor Vargas and the rest of City Council for allowing us to speak. I just wanted to thank you guys for your past support of our organization and hopefully the future support as well. We use the Cdbg funds to provide financial assistance for our families in Paris that qualify for Paris Cdbg under the guidelines of HUD. About 50% of our club kids at our Paris Clubhouse do qualify for some kind of financial assistance. And out of those 50%, about between like 30 and 40% are under the Paris Cdbg program. The rest are ones that don't necessarily live in the city guidelines. So the program is a huge, huge help for us. I know our families really appreciate the support and being able to receive a subsidized rate. It also helps us with our staffing and being able to use some of those funds towards staffing and other program supplies. So we really appreciate the support of the city. And just to echo what everyone else said, Sarah as well has been a great support since we came into the city of Paris. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Julia. We appreciate your partnership as well. IT, anybody else?
No, sir. That is all.
All right. If there are no other comments from anyone, I'm going to go close public comment or public hearing. Council, anybody have any questions or comments? If not, I'm going to entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion-
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Rogers, second by Councilwoman Nava. Please call a roll call vote.
Mayor Pro Tem Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Councilmember Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas,
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. All right, before we go to adjourning, we don't have a listener here, but the council comments. Anybody have any comments? Doesn't appear to be any. So I have a couple. First one is Rods and Rails event was really spectacular this year, very well attended, but very hot, very extreme, and I just can't, describe it, but I can remember being inside the break room and seeing staff walk in, looking at they're ready to pass out. And the intense heat that we have here in Paris, we cannot keep doing this to our staff. So my recommendation, if I get the blessing with the rest of the council, is I'd like to move this to October, the first week of October. The only event that we have in October from the city is the Harvest Fest, which is at the end of the month. I'm recommending we do this the first of the month. Be a lot cooler. June is Rods and Rail, or not Rods and Rail. June is the car show month, so we always have challenges with other big events going on throughout the area. This will move it up into a better time for everybody and a much cooler event. So unless someone objects to this, I'd like to direct staff to next year we start in October. Okay, staff, I don't see any objections. All right, the second item, actually, I guess I have two more. Contribution donations, if we can have staff look into adopting an ordinance, these state policies, that's pretty intense on what they're doing up there. So I'd like for us to come back with an ordinance with the city attorney and staff work on some language for us. And the per diem for the council, I think it's been 2 years now, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Dunn, do you remember? Or
Mayor, I think you're correct.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the council's salary, which the council routinely now adopts an update,
Right.
which is authorized by the government code.
So,
Yeah.
the last time it was, or a couple of years back, it went significantly high. I don't want us to start doing that again, so we're already up behind 2 years. So if you can please initiate that this year, I would appreciate it.
that can be done. It takes effect on the next council election. So as
Correct.
long as we have the ordinance adopted before then, it's fine.
Very good, thank you. All right, that's all I had. Anybody else? Okay, I don't know if there's a Dodger game, everybody wants to get to the game or not, I don't know, but anyway, hey, staff, thank you very much for everybody for attending council and for those members of the public. We appreciate everybody's comments. And please stay cool out there. It is, I mean, we're not even in our triple digits yet, and it's the heat is so intense out here, so. We did have our League of Cities meeting that we hosted yesterday, and hearing from people from the pass area, they're in triple digits, 115. One city was 122, so enjoy our 95s over here in Paris, but stay cool. Thank you, everybody. Good night.